of teenage years being disabled and not the one. It was just, God, no, it weren't the best time. And I think it was because I noticed that other people, and it's definitely not everyone, but I think when you go to secondary school, I noticed other people were becoming awkward around me, and that made me feel incredibly awkward about myself. And then I was, like I said, I'm already a little bit of a shy person, but it made me go completely like, can't talk to anyone. I don't know what to say. I don't have anything valuable to say. So then, like in secondary school, I was like pretty almost embarrassed to be disabled.
Yeah.
Which is I'm not embarrassed anymore, but there's still, elements of that I'm still trying to unlearn and come out of, because it does fuck you up a bit sometimes when you start to believe all this stuff about yourself. It's obviously not true, but
I think it's
yeah.
super interesting that you say that when you noticed other people noticing you, because I think that is quite a big thing. It's not necessarily like, as we've said, like for us, disability is the norm. So when you notice other people noticing you doing things differently, and then their reaction to that impacts how you see yourself, I think that's like, it's almost like being in the Truman Show, isn't it? Because you're like watching yourself, but not watching yourself, but watching yourself through the lens of someone else that's not you, and it is just an absolute head fuck.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's I remember like I noticed a friend was actually never would walk next to me. She'd always walk like away, like if we were out in town, for example. And this is when we were older. I won't go into detail, but like we were above the age of like 13, 14, which is your awkward phase. And I was like, we should have grown out of this like behavior by now. And I noticed like they would never walk near me, or like wouldn't want to kind of be seen as being out with me. And I asked my other friends, I was like, am I delusional or is this happening? And they were like, yeah, no, they are doing that. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is bad.
Thanks so much, pal. Good friend
Literally.
you are.
Ain't pals no more. You'll be pleased to hear.
Oh, and I think it's school time in particular, I think for disabled children is such an interesting time. And it's from what I've learned from having these conversations with people, is that primary school and when you're younger, it's incredible and it's amazing, and like you get all the attention, and like people are super willing to help you out, and like it's fun, and everyone's really interested. And then you get to your teenagers and suddenly it's like the most effing awkward experience of your entire life. So like, I don't know what it's like to be quote unquote like a non-disabled teenager, but I was a disabled teenager and that was pretty bad. Like, I don't need to experience what like a non-disabled teenager was like, because I had it pretty bad. Like, being a teenager sucked for everyone, but like also for us.
Like times 10, it sucks times 10. No, it's a roller coaster, honestly. I don't envy other disabled teenagers, because I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm out of that one.
You couldn't pay me enough money to go back to it. You genuinely couldn't pay me enough money.
Never in a million years would I go back to secondary school.